Hello, Taurus. Welcome to this reading. My name is Zane, and we are going to be taking a look at the love energy and predictions for the sign of Taurus for the year of 2022. Now, Taurus, I'm certainly not your love guru, but when I did work with clients, I offered love readings, and I had really good feedback on that. So I thought I would decide to see what it looks like on YouTube. So let me know what you think about the format of this love reading and if this would be something you'd be interested in seeing more of. But with that in mind, understand that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign for a love reading. But I do not offer personal readings anymore, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do not get scammed. There are people who are getting scammed. And if this message at all resonates, hit that like button. It really helps me grow. I do daily content or exclusive content on my Instagram as well. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. Make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right. And I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Four of Wands, Taurus, very nice. This is all about a marriage, potentially. This is one of the strongest marriage cards to pull in the tarot. You can see the young family here, mother, father, their child. In between the Four Wands, the pillars, indicating stability in relationships, commitment, marriage contracts, going through a ceremony, doing something to take it to the next level, does suggest that even if you are not getting married or you're not married, your relationship, if you are in a relationship, is stable. Okay, there's something stable in your life here as it relates to your material situation or your love situation that looks very good. I always like to say, look at this dragonfly here in the top corner. Dragonflies can indicate change in your life and something changing for the better. Obviously, if you go from being single to being in a relationship, that's a change. Going from being in a relationship to being engaged, big change. And so, yeah, take note of any dragonflies you might see, depending on where you are in the world. You may not see them right now, but yeah, that you may be seeing at this time as well. So you have a really nice reading. Some of them have been challenging for this year, but for 2022, it looks like there's something really good here on the horizon for some of you Taurus people. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So in the middle, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, if you are looking for a relationship, I do very strongly feel that whoever's coming in for you in 2022, this person is stable. They are dependable. They are, most importantly, reliable. Okay, Knight of Pentacles in like a normal context or like in an everyday context is somebody who, like, if you give a task or a priority to, they will fulfill the task. They will do it every single time. You know, if you are asking, or if a Knight of Pentacles asks you out on a date and they say, let's meet at 9 a.m. for coffee, they will be there at 8:55 a.m., right? And so they are right on time, right on task, right on target. And I do feel like this is somebody who you can depend on in this year ahead if you are finding somebody. And interestingly enough, the Knight of Pentacles can indicate someone charging in, an event happening, or a person coming in at the right time. Some of you may have like really been wanting this type of person for a long time, because the Knight of Pentacles is something, there's an element of time that is associated with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like slow and steady, right? It's not something that you just started manifesting yesterday. And so for some of you, you may have spent time like really wanting a long-term, dependable, reliable person. And so if you're single, I definitely feel like there could be someone coming in. They could be an earth sign. Don't get hung up on the signs, because the natal chart is wide, it's large. It can be in any sort of area of the natal chart that they have the earth elements, right? So in the first column here, you have the Five of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Chariot. This Five of Wands, some sort of mental conflict right now, maybe that you are dealing with, inner sparring or mental sparring here. This upper row is the row of your thoughts. Five of Wands can indicate a conflict. I feel like for some of you, you've been conflicted on, I'm getting two messages here. If you've been in a relationship, You've maybe been wondering, like, are we going to move to the next stage with this Four of Wands and the Five of Wands on top there? And I do feel like you are, and I'll get into why in the future. If you've been single, some of you have been wondering, like, why it's taken so long for this Knight of Pentacles type of person to come in. Remember, especially in a love reading, really in any tarot reading, we do not attach genders. This is to the cards. The energies on the cards are masculine and feminine, so do keep that in mind as well. You have this Page of Wands. You know, this is passionate new offer coming in. Really nice energy for a love situation. This is good news arriving as well, but I'm feeling more of like a spark between you and another coming in suddenly here in 2022. You know, you can think of this Page of Wands in a way as like a synchronicity as well, like an invitation from the universe. You may feel guided just like on a whim to go do something, and then that's how you meet them. You know, it's this sort of like following your intuition, following the synchronicities available to you at all times in the universe, and that could bring in this new person. They will absolutely not be shy, by the way, with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles to ask you out on a date or to ask you to go, you know, hang out with them or anything, like spend time with them. They will not be shy in those areas if you're single. The Chariot, interestingly enough, is also a card of somebody, you know, riding their chariot forward, coming in into your life here. And, you know, this can be a card that talks about victory and success. This is a card of Cancerian energy as well. It's triumph over difficulty. It's this idea of as above, so below. As you put in the work, it is done. And yeah, some of you have been really spending time working on yourself, I feel like, Taurus, especially if you're a single Taurus here in this year of 2022, where I think it's going to pay dividends here in this year for you. Now, in your current, or in the middle column here, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So you have two knights here stacked on top. So for me, that's always a sign that there are quick events happening. There are lots of events for you happening here in 2022, especially. I'm talking to a lot of single Tauruses, but I'm going to get to the committed, the Tauruses who are in a relationship as well here. But if you're single in particular, it's going to be a busy year for you. You have this Knight of Swords, which is this energy of something happening very, very, very quickly, like almost so quickly that it's chaotic. And it talks about you know, taking action and seizing an opportunity. I do feel like there's going to be a situation in 2022 where you, especially if you're a single Taurus, where you have this idea to do something, you're going to take action on it, and you're going to meet somebody. That's kind of what I'm feeling. For those of you who are in a relationship here, what's going on is you're developing deeper commitment, and some of you are absolutely tying the knot. This Ace of Pentacles here is a card of formal contracts, signing off on documents, signing off on contracts. In this case, especially with the Four of Wands on the bottom, you're signing on a marriage contract here, okay? Taking something to the next level with another person, and there's a new beginning between the two of you here. You may even like be, you know, combining bank accounts, you know, going in, doing like shared resources, like maybe buying a home together, you know, maybe deciding to like pool your money together in some ways. If you're in a committed partnership relationship, and I feel like this comes after marriage, but for many of you, I do feel like this is potentially coming in for many of you. Now, what's really interesting here in the future, you have the Eight of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. I love that energy in general for anybody here in this reading, but I really love that energy if you are a single Taurus and you are watching this, because this Eight of Wands in a love situation can represent being swept off your feet. Okay, this is a quick moving event, but it's wands, so it's passionate, it's good news, it's social communication. This can also mean a long distance relationship. This can also mean meeting somebody on a trip or traveling, Taurus, where you're traveling, you're on a trip, you're on vacation or whatever, and you find somebody there. That is definitely syncing up here with this Page of Wands, where I'm getting this message of you doing something, like taking on, I don't know, like signing up for a class or traveling or doing something. And through this, you're going to, you know, find yourself in a social situation here with this Three of Cups, where you're like, wow, all of my cups here are overflowing. I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm partying with my friends, I'm doing whatever. Maybe if you're not literally partying, but you're just having a good time with people. And lastly, this Wheel of Fortune is happenstance. In relationships, this is my card of happenstance, okay? Perfect, the wheel striking just at the perfect moment, aligning just at the perfect moment, fated connections, destinies, good people arriving into your life. So, wow, there's a big commitment coming in for some of you. It's going to sweep you off your feet and or just surprise you or shock you. So I love this. Let's go ahead and start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, maybe share this video with a friend. Also really appreciate you being here. Thanks for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list, and I might be doing something with my email list here in this year of 2022. So we have this card here. I needed to pull 4 for some reason. You got 4. So Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. You're getting downloads, okay? There's divine communication coming in. Your love angels, or whatever you believe in, whatever you resonate with, is coming in at this time with Lady Venus, Page of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune, just at the right time. Getting ideas here. Faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. And then you have the Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And you also have Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. I do get the sense that you are guided here at this time in this year. Absolutely, 100%. You are being guided. And, you know, with the Shekinah card, I do love that card as well. You have some of my favorites here. I have a hard time picking favorites if you've noticed in my other readings, but Lady Venus and the Shekinah are some of my favorite cards in this Oracle deck. And to me, it's like as you really step into your power as a Taurus, and as you really listen to the messages that are coming in from your guides, there's somebody coming in here. You have remain positive and the situation will improve. So definitely like to see that. And interesting, no with big happy changes. No. So I do feel like, this big happy changes card is absolutely resonating with me as the reader here, where I get that for many of you. The no card's interesting. I do think that there is something here with that 5 of Wands where you're having a mental conflict. You're like asking yourself, why has something taken so long? You're going to want to drop that, okay? I can't tell you what to do, but it's going to be in your best interest, if this reading is for you, to let go of that resistance, okay? And really, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands, and the Strength card. Taurus. So, the Strength card with the Shekinah makes sense to me, okay? There is this element with the Chariot too. I mean, there's this element of you just being extremely confident in this year, stepping into your power. You see the infinity symbol above the person on the Strength card, all about power. 888 is power number, and you are having courage here. So you are so courageous this year that not only can you tame a lion, that you can walk next to a lion, but you also have the Queen of Wands, which is all about courageousness. And also the Queen of Wands is somebody who attracts a lot of partners into their life. Many of you that I'm talking to right now are single. Of course, there are messages for love, people who are in a relationship as well. However, the single Tauruses here, you're not going to have they're not going to be a lack of suitors for you in this year, okay? You're going to have many people that come in that are interested in you with that Queen of Wands energy. It's all about attraction. And you have the 3 of Cups as well, which is social situations, celebrating with friends, celebrating with others here. And I do almost feel like this no is maybe you rejecting one person in pursuit of somebody who is dependable. Like I said, if you are here as a single Taurus, this person is extremely dependable, and they probably have a decent job, or they're well-to-do in some ways. You have this Death card. Okay, wow. the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. All right, just as we get this gut check here, we get this reality check, and that's okay, because I like to use this phrase, there's never a straight line from point A to point B. And it's because you need to have tests along the way. It's just part of the experience as a human. The Tower is the exposure of an illusion. Okay, something in your life where you're like living in a house of cards, that situation collapsing. However, in this case, what I feel like the Tower is talking about is a revelation. Okay, I almost feel like it's a jolt of lightning here. You see the lightning bolt? One card never makes a reading. And with the lightning bolt energy of the Tower, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Wheel, and this Lady Venus card, it's almost like suddenly this person arrives. Okay, and I feel like it's more about this energy of lightning. Like this energy of lightning striking at this moment for you, where it's like it's almost like striking while the iron's hot, like the perfect moment here. I'm not getting a negative energy. I do also see this Death card as an opportunity to make a transformation in your life. Scorpio energy, the Death card doesn't imply negative change. It doesn't imply death and dying. It implies change. It implies transformation. And I do feel like some of you are going to go from being single to in a relationship. I feel like some of you are going to transform from being in a relationship to being engaged. That's what I'm feeling like for many of you here. You have this Ace of Pentacles as well with the Knight of Swords striking on a perfect opportunity. Like I said, this Ace of Pentacles, which you had up here as well. Yeah, transformation, signing off on contracts, going into deeper commitment with somebody. And I feel like some of you are just going to go for it. What else do we have here? We have the Five of Swords, okay? We have the Judgment card, and we have the High Priestess. So, I am getting a water sign or an earth sign for some of you. Again, this can be at any portion of their chart. Queen of Pentacles, dependability, especially as you have that Knight of Pentacles in the middle, practical choices, hard worker, not going to leave you high and dry, not going to flake on you, that type of energy. And yeah, so the other thing here is you have this Five of Swords indicating a loss or defeat, but really the way I like to look at it is it's you wrapping up, or you know, throwing your swords down and saying, I'm not going to continue fighting a battle that I don't care about. And when you have that Eight of Wands with it, as you drop the resistance, this person with happenstance comes in with the Wheel of Fortune. Again, with this High Priestess, this is all about intuition, trusting the knowledge that's coming in, trusting the voice that you hear, and taking advantage of your intuition here with the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you are intuitively going to do, I'm going to keep saying this, you're intuitively going to travel, or you're intuitively going to sign up for a class or something like that, and that brings this person in. Judgment card is all about self-evaluation, asking yourself what it is that you need to do, taking a look at the choices you've made up to this point, the karma being rendered out in real time, and asking yourself, yeah, what it is you can do to complete the cycle. So it's a major card of revelations as well. When you get the Tower and the Judgment card, that's an extreme, as far as I'm concerned, that's an extremely spiritual combination of lightning and thunder, revelations, whoa. Like a jolt of understanding. So you have despair, unexpected income, marriage, yeah, change, poverty, and high honor. What's going on here is some of you may not feel worthy of somebody like this that has come in, despite the fact that you've been manifesting them with the poverty and the despair card. You need to drop that, okay? You need to let go of the resistance here because there's change on the horizon. Some of you are, it's going to happen through a move. There's this unexpected marriage here, okay? And I'm not saying you're going to meet someone and get married within 1 year, although I'm not judging you if that's what happens, but I am saying that there could be an unexpected proposal. If you're, here for this marriage situation, there's an unexpected long-term partnership coming in for many Tauruses that I'm reading here. And look at this, you can't even make this up. With this courtship card, you see the Cupid in the background. That's somebody really trying hard to be with you, get with you, do all of that energy. And, people view you with respect. You have high honor here. So This is incredible reading. Good year, good love year for Tauruses. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. Share this video with a friend. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I will see you in the next one.